Celebrities react to Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. being cancelled. Errol Spence Jr. had to withdraw from the Manny Pacquiao fight because of a torn retina. Manny Pacquiao will fight Yordenis Ugas instead of Errol Spence Jr. on August 21st, 2021. Cuban boxer Yordenis Ugas, who won a bronze medal at the 2008 Beijing Olympics, has agreed to replace Errol Spence in the main event at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas and defend his WBA welterweight belt against Manny Pacquiao, who has won titles in 8 divisions. Ugas was already scheduled to face Fabian Maidana in a title defense in the night's featured undercard bout. What are your predictions for the Pacquiao versus Ugas fight? Leave your thoughts down below. Crazy news today in the boxing world. Errol Spence Jr. has withdrawn from the Manny Pacquiao fight that was set for August 21st due to an eye injury. Even though Manny's still fighting, it's still pretty disappointing that we don't get to see the fight that we wanted. In today's video, I'll talk about celebrities' reactions to Errol withdrawing from the fight. In a video posted, Manny Pacquiao is driving and reacting to the withdrawal of his opponent Errol Spence. In the video, he tells viewers that he's praying for Errol to have a fast recovery and hopes everything is fine with him. He then goes on to tell his audience that he's worked hard for this fight. He's ready for it and mentioned his training was similar to that of when he was young. He continues saying, "I'm thankful August is here so I can prove who the real champion is. I hope that my sacrifices, hard work, and training is not wasted." Later on, he went on to Twitter, adding Errol Spence and saying, "I pray for a full and complete recovery." The next reaction to this is someone via the Mayweather channel. The male on screen tells the camera that he's very disappointed, not just in general but for Errol. He lets viewers know that this was not only his biggest payday, but a way to take over. And if he was to win, a passing of the torch. It would put him in the same circles of Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. So I mean, there's a lot that has been lost just because of that injury. On the jokey Instagram story, a video was made saying, "You guys, the fight is still on. I don't know what you guys are talking about. August 21st, Manny's fighting. Don't worry about it. He's sparring right now. Let's go, Manny." Errol Spence Jr. went on Instagram with a screenshot and text on the screen with a quote from himself saying, "I came back from worse, went to 3 different doctors, all said the same thing. I'll be back for the winner for sure. I was taught to get through it and keep going." He commented under the post letting his fans know he was very disappointed that he can't fight. "Unfortunately, the doctors found a small tear in my eye and I need to get surgery ASAP. There's no way I can fight with my eye in that condition. I would like to apologize to everyone and thank you all for the support. You know I'll be back soon. I've come back from worse." I'm sure this put a lot of hope in his fans, as they clearly were in support of him in the comments. Many comments letting him know to get better and rooting him on for the next time he gets into a fight. Twitter verified user and celebrity Clarissa Guat Shields tweeted their reaction saying, "Wow, the Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao fight is off due to an eye injury with Spence. Sad face, #boxing. Anyways, though speedy recovery to my brother." Tagging Errol Spence. Another verified user and celebrity, Caleb Trox, tagged Errol and hoped for a fun recovery. The comments were littered with disappointment but hopes in recovery for the boxing star. Cal Brook also tweeted prayers to Errol on a full recovery. Twitter user Virgil Ortiz Jr. tweeted his disappointment towards fans and others, letting people know they're losing a lot of respect for people who are making comments that Errol is ducking. They're wondering if people know how serious a torn retina is. Instagram user Yordenis Ugas, a boxer in the same area as Errol, made a post with his respect towards Spence. He captioned his picture, "Before I talk about my next fight, I want to pay a word of respect to Spence. It has been 4 years of rivalry, and finally this year we were going to fight. Pacquiao came back and ruined the fight, but he was happy for you, because I'm sure you were going to win and take the name of a great legend. I have been a silent and great fan of yours, and I have seen with joy how you have become a great star. Just 2 years ago, I and many of us were here praying for your life, and you came back from the dead to remain a champion. I'm sure you're going to come back from this injury too. I have the biggest fight and the most dream of any fighter who steps into a gym, but I can't finish my career without fighting you. God bless you, recovered champion. Respect."